This is so. I don't even know anymore what to do. I really don't. I don't know how to convince anyone anymore of anything when this is the best we can come up with. We the people that are allegedly leading us aren't. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Trump and Justy, they're just not doing their damn jobs. And this is why, like, I don't understand how people can still listen to the news and think that anything that's going on matters, or that they're actually doing anything that's in our interests.
Yeah.
But everyone seems to be cool with it. Everyone's like, well, the world can't be that bad because Tony Danza's coming back.
Maybe that's how we know the world is so bad. You ever think about that, people?
What about curing COVID? Or curing cancer instead of fighting it in dinosaurs? Where's that scientist?
Let me ask you something about COVID vaccine, by the way, because there's all the talk going around about if it's going to be made mandatory that you have to take the vaccine.
They can't do that.
Well, they shouldn't do that. They could. And there's lots of talk about it, and it's been talked about in the House of Commons, has been discussed.
It won't happen in Canada.
Be interesting.
It won't happen in Canada. It's a huge violation of our rights, and we would never put up with it, and most of us wouldn't go anyway.
You don't think that with the way everybody's so terrified of COVID right now that people wouldn't be like, yes, make it mandatory for sure?
Absolutely not.
I always love how much faith you have in people.
Absolutely not. No one wants the government to step in and tell us what we have to inject in our bodies. Nobody wants that. Because once they allow one, then it never stops.
Mm-hmm. People don't think like that, though. We all know that. Not smart enough to look past the fucking what's right in front of their face. They don't look past that.
It won't happen. Not in this country. People still care about their rights in this country. And besides, the people who are in charge know the realities about COVID, and they know it's stupid anyway. And there's not going to be a vaccine for the next 11 years. Russia's lying. You know Russia's lying. Russia's never not lying.
Russia's going to come out and say, we have the cure. Can you share it? No. And don't come up asking questions.
They're lying. China's lying. It's like nothing they've ever said has ever been credible. That's why no one's excited about it. No one's like, oh, thank God Russia has a cure. No, they don't. Everyone knows they don't. It's like nobody's celebrating right now. Everybody fucking knows the truth. It's Russia. They've got nothing. If, like, there's certain countries in the world, they're like North Korea. He's just like, I've got this. No, you don't. We know you don't. Shut up. This is like, if it was like Switzerland, people would be like, oh, okay, sweet. We're cured in October. Switzerland's got a cure. We're all fine. But Russia, like, we've got the vaccine by October. Everyone's like, yeah, all right.
No, you don't. You certainly do not.
It's got to be some country that never says shit like that, who's just like if Finland or fucking some other weird country up there, Norway or something, then we'd be like, fucking sweet, those guys got it. We're all saved. But no, not in our lifetime will we ever see mandatory vaccination. Because then it doesn't stop with COVID. It goes on and on to every fucking thing. Then our kids are getting 150 different shots with all kinds of weird stuff. Plus the COVID vaccine.
Oh,
I say 11
what was
years.
the thing that went around not too long ago about, like, if your kid hadn't been vaccinated with something, they're not allowed in school? What was that?
That didn't happen in Canada. That was only in Washington. That was for measles.
That was for measles. That's what it was. That's right.
But there was a big round of whooping cough, polio, all kinds of stupid shit popping up.
And why? Because people didn't take the fucking...
Yeah.
People didn't take the fucking...
I know exactly why, but I'm still not... I say anti-vaxxers are right up there with vegans and fucking Tony Danza fans, but still, I'm not gonna tell you have to. I don't think it's mandatory. I like the don't let their kids in school thing. That works just fine for me, but I'm very pro-choice, and I gotta say, it is their choice. It's a stupid choice. You're killing your children. You're ruining society. You're making a bad choice, but I have to, as a pro-choice person, respect your right to choose.
Just understand, like everything, all choices your choice has consequences.
Yeah, and yours is a very, very bad choice.
Yeah.
You're making the wrong choice. There's a right choice and a wrong choice, and I totally respect your right to choose, but you're choosing wrong. But I have to allow you to do that, I guess. And once the government says we have to vaccinate, then that's when I say, no, don't do it.
Yeah. Because anytime the government says you have to do something, it's not for your own good. That's not why they're telling you that.
No. At least in Canada, it'll be free.
Yeah, that's the upside. Thank God for that.
The Americans, they'll be like, you have to take this vaccine, and it's $100,000. Everything in American medicine is $100,000.
It's just right off the top. It's $100,000 starting point.
I had a buddy who broke his leg. It was almost $100,000.
I heard childbirth costs almost $100,000.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Everything does.
That's fucking nuts.
We have no idea what that's like. Like in the States, you can go to a hospital and they can just tell you to get the fuck out.
Well, I know what it's like to get a bill from a hospital because I didn't have a health card. So I know what that part of it's like, and it didn't fucking take long to destroy my fucking credit.
I got a bill because I didn't apply for WorkSafe. Like I didn't apply for Compo, but I went to a doctor, and then your doctor's visit's not covered if you don't apply. It's not covered by your BC Medical either, so I had to pay. I don't remember. It was a lot. A couple $100, something stupid, but that's just my own stupid. It's not like in the States where you like, how shot are you? Because we don't have very much money.
Yeah.
Where did the bullet hit? Was it like somewhere? Are you going to die, or can you walk it off, or what?
Yeah. It's in the arm? You're fine. Go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
Take some Tylenol. You'll be all right.
That's why they always tell you when you go traveling, get your travel's insurance, because holy fucking shit. I had a buddy who didn't. He broke his leg, and I'm not kidding. It was like tens of thousands of dollars for a goddamn broken leg.
Yep.
And it's America. If you don't have it, they'll just shoot you.
Yeah.
That's probably
my parents.
True.
They were down in Florida. My dad's best friend got really sick to the point where they had to rush him to the hospital, and he was according to my father and mother at the time, they were saying, like, he was very close to death. He could barely breathe. He was gasping. He couldn't. There was all this stuff, and he was very, very close to go to the hospital. Just said, "Okay, what's his name? His name is this. Perfect. And how are you paying?"
Yeah,
it was just straight up. We don't even want to know anything else about him. We just want to know is how will you be paying for this?
Exactly.
Like, that's fucking crazy.
And yeah, that's just the way it is there, man. It's crazy. Like, we don't have any concept of that, thank God. They can't turn you away. They've still got the Hippocratic Oath and shit, but that's the catch-22. Like, they're not allowed to turn you away, but they can charge you whatever the fuck they want. So
yeah,
you might, like, if you're not in the right frame of mind to turn down something, they can just do it and charge you.
That's right.
Oh,
we're going to run all these different tests.
Yeah.
We need the budget money.
Whereas in Canada, they're like, you don't need that test. What? Yeah, I think I want the test. You have to, like, beg for it. Nah, it's probably not that.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Go have a donut. Stop by Timmy's on your way home.
Sure,
You'll be fine.
It's not dinosaur cancer. Isn't that all you need to know?
I can't. I'm going to get the sniffles, and I'm going to go right to the fucking Milton Hospital and say, I think I have dinosaur cancer.
I'm pretty sure it's dino cancer.
pretty sure that's what it is.
Check the dinosaur and tell me it isn't.
I read the article, therefore I have it.
Ridiculous. I hate the world. I just hate that we let these leaders be in charge. I was talking to a cab driver about this yesterday. He was right on board with me. I don't know if he's going to start listening to the show. I gave him a card. But we gotta start like voting for some people that make some goddamn sense in the next few years. This is just retarded.
Just by the way things have been going, I don't think you're going. I just don't see I don't see a good candidate being allowed to be put in place. I just don't see it.
And now you've got like you just said. You know what's funny? You're going to see in the next few years because you just said, oh, he was almost on his deathbed. He was struggling to breathe, and I'm like, yeah, so is everybody now. It's COVID, like that. Your deathbed thing the bar has been raised so high now because allegedly half the world is dead. It's like, oh, I was on my deathbed. No, you weren't. I had COVID. Fuck you.
But you didn't have COVID.
No, I didn't.
No.
I'm just saying.
That's the same. Okay.
that was me being someone who did have COVID. Mm. I had a very COVID-esque lung infection that they didn't treat because it wasn't COVID. I still can't breathe. I still can't breathe properly.
That's just fucked.
I begged a friend to put me in the back of their truck and drive me to the hospital because I didn't want an ambulance to fuck up my neighbors. Yeah. But what I had. See, that's the misconception. Oh, you didn't have COVID, so you're fine. No, I still was fucking dying, and I'm still not totally better yet. It's just because it wasn't COVID doesn't mean it wasn't anything. God damn. Although that's what doctors will tell you.
But the thing I don't understand is that with all the false positives and everything else, how is it that the one person who has all the symptoms miraculously doesn't have the very thing that they're saying these are all the symptoms for?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's raising questions on its own, Mayor. That just doesn't make sense.
Everything about this stupid thing is raising questions. It's the Epstein Island of fucking viruses. We will always have more questions than answers.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I will always blame Tony Danza.
You hear that Al Jazeera they're being investigated. We've had a whole bunch of they seized some computers and office stuff because they are being investigated for sedation, defamation, and violation of the country's Communications and Multimedia Act.
Well, yeah, they've been doing that for a long time.
But yeah, but you won't look at, say, MSNBC, CNN, Fox. You're not going to look at any of those.
Of course not. They make political donations. Al Jazeera has been a thorn in America's side for a long time because, number one, they tell the truth, and they tell it in a different language.
It's Malaysia that has raided them. The Malaysian police are the ones that raided them.
Oh, giddy for Malaysia.
So somebody's doing something.
Al Jazeera is one of the credible news sources left in the world. And Malaysia's full of pieces of shit, so...
Yep.
Hopefully nothing sticks, but, that's one of those countries where they can just charge you with whatever and make it illegal. Yeah, it's one of those, you looked at the president, funny. You go to jail forever now.
Yep.
Malaysia's just one of those fucked up places. You don't hear much about Malaysia because they're fucked up, crazy.
They don't let their news get out.
No, they don't. And good people that work for Al Jazeera go in and fuck that up for them, and they don't like it.
That's right.
Dictators,
how dare you expose us?
That's what kind of happened to China on a smaller level. But dictators lose all their power when they let the people know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
That's why they try not to. China lets the people think they know what's going on in the world. They're like, oh yeah, you can have TikTok. That's what's happening in the world. Just watch TikTok all day.